$2,000 chainsaw mount.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, YouTube. I didn't see you there. Me and Damien. Remember him?
What's up, YouTube?
We're going to do something different today. We're going to have me cut. And Damien's going to run the crane.
Yeah, it felt smooth.
One tree to pick, no cleanup. So we got a little bit of room to play here. Where's my saw? I really wanted to try out this 20-inch bar like in a real battle scenario. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna try this. I'll be cutting. Damien's never done that.
No.
Hey, it's a first.
We're gonna do it today.
It's a first for the Black 200 with a 20-inch bar, quarter pitch chain. My only concern is that the chain is a little dainty. It's still questionable whether it oils enough. I think it does because everything is smaller. The drivers are smaller, the channel is smaller. Everything is lighter duty, so it probably equals to about the same amount of oiling because these things oil good, real good.
I mean, look at the reach.
Yeah.
Sorry, Lawrence. My wrists and my elbows hurt now. No, I just watched this video. You're just talking about accumulated reaching. If you're feeling certain stresses in this and your shoulders, it's probably for the guys that are able to one-hand a saw. Given that they have the opportunity to do it safely, they're probably going to feel some stress more so than when they're
of course
in here. Yeah.
I mean, everybody sense. This is why I switched to the 2511 a while back. It's just so much easier to one hand the thing. Oh, sacrilege, blasphemy. Well, it's true. So what's cool about this is the balance. Like, let me illustrate. People would say that bar is too big, it's just going to be nose heavy. Well, you can't even tell. I mean, look, it's not pulling the bar. It's not tipping the saw over.
Yeah, and then even when it's on its side,
so
the tip still isn't touching the ground.
It's on its side. Do you see? Do you understand? Maybe we should stop hyping this thing because we actually don't know if it's cool yet.
Yeah, it might.
But it looks like everything adds up to cool.
Yeah. It
does.
In worst case scenario, if it doesn't break, we'll put the chain back on and we'll take some really awesome pictures of you next to a big tree.
Well, I want to see if I can cut the entire tree with that 200.
We might grab the 46.
I probably shouldn't make the stump cut with it just because that's kind of a...
Well, and it'll be a pain. I don't like making any like ground cuts with my top handle really, because
we're gonna do this in 3 picks, YouTube. Even though we got capacity for probably 2 picks, it's easier to set things down in the space provided when they're a little smaller. Should we get to work?
Let's get to work.
Do you need me to give you a go over on the controls?
Maybe just want to make sure I've got the capacity.
Smell something kind of hot, kind of burning.
I know. I smell it.
Smoker's
going.
Oh, okay.
I got a brisket in there. It's been in there since 5 o'clock this
morning. All right, just making sure my sawdust isn't catching fire. This is the chart you're looking at. We're at 92 feet.
Okay.
So right now we're good for 5,000, but let's take some off of that and call it 4,500. So this is at 92. This is the only column you're looking at.
Okay.
Here's the degrees of angle.
So we were at 62, 63.
You're in here. You're at 63 degrees. It's gonna dip some more.
Yeah.
So
we play it safe by going 59. So we're like 41. 90,
yeah, we
50.
definitely have the capacity for this. We will not tip it over.
Nope.
Just don't want to pull so hard that you bend something when you're pre-tensioning, and you'll watch the boom flex.
Yeah, and then we'll communicate also, and you'll be able to, because you'll feel it too in this. You'll feel it in the spar, whether you're getting tight rubber banded in the middle, you know.
Yeah,
which you always feel that a little bit.
Back in the 90s and 2000s, early 2000s, I cut for a crane quite a bit around Seattle. So my experience is judging the line tension and calling the shots from up there. Go ahead and tension it up. You're gonna wanna make the boom flex a little bit and just kind of use your gut to tell you whether you're the right amount of tension.
Yeah.
Okay? That's what I do every time. Gut, gut, gut. The left and right.
Left and right.
The in and out, which we won't use till later.
Yeah.
Winch up and down. Don't worry about the button. We'll just go slow. This is supposed to make everything go a little faster on the winch. And boom and up and down. This control right here is touchy.
Yeah.
You have to ease into this really slow, especially if you have a load.
Kind of like the bucket truck. You'll
Yeah. Okay.
You'll get scared for a second.
That's enough.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Okay.
Wanted to show you guys a new product that will be on our website soon, monkeybeaver.com. This rope bag, perfect for a guy going up in a crane. Now, we're not allowed to ride the hook in Oregon. I have a crane certification that when I got the certification, they said if you ever have to ride the hook for safety reasons, then Cranes 101 would back me up if I had to fight a ticket of some sort for riding the hook, because there's times where the hook is far safer than the tree. So that said, riding the hook is not illegal everywhere, and so this bag was made for that. So show me, I should say made for this. Show me how easy it is to put rope away without kneeling down on the ground.
Okay, so if you're climbing, you put it over your harness, and there's a clip there. You can loosen these up. Undo that, and then you just sit here and flake it in. Then once you're done flaking it in and you're ready to go for a ride, you just scoot it to your side to go up into the tree to work. And then once you get up and you're in your position and you know you got your route scouted out, you would just unclip this and drop your bag down through the hole. Yeah, so then when you're done, you just unclip this and then you just throw it right down to the hole.
So here I am, YouTube at the top. Got my rope bag here. Just gonna drop it down through. Okay. Go ahead and tension it up. A little more. Okay. So did you see the boom flex a bit? How much? Like, try to find a way to describe what you saw. Yeah, what you kind of want to see is very little of anything. A little bit of spin is great, or not, or nothing. But yeah. Cut. Just cable up. Watch the boom. Okay, yeah, it's coming off. ahead and go to your left a little bit. Actually, don't worry about me. I'm out of the way. You can go to your left at any time now. Yeah, this is excellent for you to understand that side of it. So that was our first pick together ever, and that was perfect. Some people might wonder about the cut. This is the V cut. So we had it lifting fairly straight up. It had a lot more limbs on this side, so I had a sling hooked on this side up at the top, but it was kind of rerouted through some limbs so that it was further out this way. And then we had another one on this side. So then we just put enough weight on it and we tensioned it enough so that I could cut it all the way through without pinching. And then all he had to do was cable up. It just sat right in this little cradle. This is something a lot of the old-timey crane guys would be like, that's stupid, you don't gotta do that. This is something that I learned from Mark Chisholm, this cut. Everybody's doing it now. It's pretty handy. It's not like every time that you do it, but it was great then. It was great right then. And this is the part where the climber does nothing and just waits. It's kind of nice. Just wait for those slings to come back and then do it again. I'm still in the shade too. Love it. Maybe I'll talk about gear a little more, huh? These are my old Buckingham spurs. These are the old ones. The kind where this is welded. The angle on these older ones is real steeper. And in recent years, they started making the angle more like this, because they thought it kept people from gaffing out. But I kind of like my spurs to come out easy if I turn my knee in. And it's less pressure on the knee when these gaffs are in closer to your foot. So that's why I like the old stuff. You can't find these anymore. These are white lineman boots. They come up to here. Kind of good for the armor. Alright, I think it's good. So YouTube, I don't know if you can see this, but people always ask, show us how you set them, how you tie them up, how you pick them. All the weight is this way. All the limbs are this way because of the tree behind me. That's the way it grew. So we want our sling on the inside so that the stem weight is on the other side of the pick of the center of gravity. And then I've also got this kind of a spider leg, and it's hooked to a limb. And it's hooked probably 2.5 feet out, the limb. Still really strong. But this one comes tight a little sooner than this one. So this is just like an assist for balance. So let's see how it works. thing we went out that limb a ways, or it would have been even more so. So this isn't my cut, this is a homeowner cut, but we'll just trim it off. Since we're here anyway, and nobody will think we would have left it, you know what I mean? The pics are always bigger than they look on camera, YouTube. Just saying. And as far as balance on that goes, it's a little embarrassing to be all, do it like this, and then have it buck on you, but the buck would have been worse even had we not added some spider leg to it, and that was enough to, well, I'll just be honest, I would like it to be perfect. It was not perfect, and I apologize, but it was calculated at least. Good luck. You watching the flex? The stem leans this way, but it's hooked on this side to sort of compensate that pressure. And then since it's past the center of gravity with these two slings, then when it's time to set it down, it should be easier. It'll be like a little bit tipped when he goes to set it down. It's hard to explain. People always asking how, what, when, who, why, where. So I'm trying to say a little bit of that. I never really want to, but I'm doing it. So Buck and Billy Ray has the stand and buck, and now Monkey Beaver has the stand and coil.
I like the sound of that.
By the way, I'm a stand and buck guy too. That's great that he pointed that out. You use your hips when you're doing that. You have a decently powered saw with a decently long bar, and you do all your work with your hips. You're not bending over to,
like right here.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, always like putting it and like resting it there, kind of.
Yeah, you're not doing that. You look like a turkey strut.
It reminded me of that one skit with Chris Farley. I don't remember. I don't remember what it.
Show me Chris Farley.
I don't remember what
he pulls up his pants.
Oh, that's I'm not doing that.
He like lifts one leg and then the other.
All right, how's everybody? Good.
So this is, I wouldn't normally do the butt cut with my trim saw, but since it's in the title of the video, we'll do the last cut with the trim saw just to show it can be done, that it powers the long bar. And that's it. Then we'll just do something else someday and we'll show you. Thanks for watching. First day on the crane and he's doing pirouettes. Hit the quick release and drop it right now. Splash. So yeah, YouTube, see what I mean? It was hanging in a tip. So that made it real easy to set it down later. Sometimes they want to stand up like a tree. And we do that to keep that from happening. It's hooked like this. Technically, this one would be the other way. so that it would bite. But you can see it's perfect. Okay, so in closing, here's what Damien did. Nice job. Everything nice and gentle. Used up all the space. This was our drop zone, and it's full, or full enough. We ran out of tree. So we'll interview Damien and see how he liked it. I can tell you right now that I liked it. I like the change. I like being up there with the chainsaw, showing how to not bind. Showing how to not bind a saw when you're doing crane picks. Damien's good at it too, but it's a thing that people do, I've noticed. All right, Damien, tell me your crane operator thoughts.
I thought it was pretty cool. Took a minute to get used to, but it's definitely a good change of pace, yet still getting work done.
Yeah?
I had fun, and you were safe, so.
Yeah, nice job.
And they went where they're supposed to.
Yeah, they went where they were supposed to.
Yeah, it's pretty smooth.
And now we're all, we're such epic heroes now that we can go home to the parade that's waiting for us. Right?
To the parade?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, everybody, they always have all these floats and everything.
Oh yeah,
so.
the whole world knows about this, and they're all waiting to hear how it went.
August, August, August.
Damien, Damien.